And then I contacted Chris and asked him to tell me more about this LifeWave story. And he sent me a load of information. And I thought, this is exactly what I need, because I had a similar thing that Chris had. I had a mental breakdown just shortly after COVID. And then for 6 months, I was sort of out of action. I couldn't function. And then I changed my diet from being meat eating to vegan, and that helped a bit. But when I, um, sort of going forward, I had this mental fog that Chris is talking about. And I always cried out every day in the car when I was traveling in the car, and I said, Lord, please, I need this fog to leave my brain. I need healing. And the day that I got the patches, on the 7th of November, we received our patches. I also had a pain in the base of my back, which I had for 50 years, that would go into my hip, a right hip, and down the right leg. So for 50 years, I had suffered that pain. I had medication. I tried pills. The doctors tried to help, and they said it to me, it's sciatica. There's nothing they can do about it. And so the day that I took the patch, the first day on the 7th of November, that night I slept for the first time without pain. And I've never, ever had pain since then. It has been absolutely amazing. Right until now, I cannot believe it. And you know what? Since then, I've been talking to people and not sharing the business opportunity. I'm just sharing my story, and people are running to me now, asking me, Charles, what are you doing? You're looking so excited. You are so motivated. What is happening in your life? And then I tell them my story, and they say, right, we want to get into this. And it's absolutely amazing what's happening today. I spoke to it. I'm a music teacher, but I'm sort of retired. I retired in 2014, but I'm still teaching at the age of 74. So I was walking down the passageway at school last week, and one of the secretaries bumped into me and she chatted to me. And then, as she was chatting to me, a young teacher walked past and she shouted to him and said, Hi, Ryan, I'll see you at the chiropractor tonight. And I thought, chiropractor? What's wrong with you? And she told me that she's had pain for years and she's been trying everything in the book. She's been, even the chiropractor cannot help her. So I shared the information with her. She's over the moon, excited about the product. Shared 3 patches with her, and she said she's had remarkable results. And the young teacher went into the staff room and I spoke to him, and he told me that he had sciatica, and he's also been to the chiropractor. He's been taking pills that had cost him 50 Rand a day, and it wasn't helping at all. So I gave him 3 patches. Friday passed, and today I went to him and I said, Ryan, how's it going? He said, you cannot believe it. The first patch I put on, I was pain free. He said, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do gardening. When he got out of bed in the mornings, his body was in absolute pain. And he said, he slept a half an hour late today. Normally he gets up at 5 o'clock. He said he woke up at 5:30, no pain. And he said to me, he's signing up, he's joining the business tonight. And so I'm just waiting for this email to come through. And yeah, I'm telling you, it is unbelievable. Today I was outside my wife's school, and a young lady comes to me and she taps me on the shoulder and she says, do you remember me? I said, yes. And I remember working at a store just up the road. And so I chatted to her and she said, and I told her, she said to me, Charles, you're so excited. You're looking younger. What's happening? What's happening in your life? You're looking so much younger. I've never known you to be like this before. So I said, that is what the patches are doing. And so she wants the patches as well.
Charles, wow.
I also had a young lady coming visiting us from the UK. And we had a get together. It was all the student teachers when I was a student, and now they're all retired. And so we got together, had a meal, and then she asked me, what am I doing? I said, well, I'm still teaching, but then I told her the story about what I'm involved in as well. And she said to me that she's got fibromyalgia, and her mom had fallen and broken her hip and is struggling with pain. And so she wants these patches. She wants to get into the business. And so that is where my business is going to go over to the UK.